Everyone goes to Goa for a reason. Some people come to party, some come to escape their routine, some come because they are tired but don't know how to rest. This trip wasn't about seeing Goa, it was about feeling less rushed as humans. No sunrise alarms, no checklist of places, no pressure to turn every moment into content. If you have ever felt exhausted even while traveling, then this vlog is for you. January in Goa feels different. There's a softness in the air. The heat isn't aggressive. The nights aren't chaotic yet. It feels like Goa is like breathing and inviting you to breathe with it. We checked into the hotel and did something very unusual for a trip. We stopped, dropped our bags, sat down. No urgency to step out. Just sitting there, letting the travel fatigue leave the body slowly. And honestly, that pause itself felt like the beginning of the trip. After a while, hunger showed up. Not the dramatic hunger that sends you searching for best restaurants near me, but that calm thought, let's just eat somewhere nice and take our time. And that's exactly how we ended up at one of the most popular places in Goa, Curly's. Curly's is one of those places where nothing needs to be rushed. The moment you sit down, time stretches a little. The food was really good, yes, but the real experience was the view. That endless ocean in front of you makes conversations slower. You pause mid sentence. You forget what you were saying. You are eating, but you are also just existing. It was one of those lunches where you don't even realize how much time has passed. And honestly, that's exactly how we wanted this trip to start. From there, the day slowly transitioned into something more soulful. We headed to Garden of Dreams, and the energy changed the moment we entered. I have heard about this place on Instagram, have seen so many people being there, but this was my first time just being present in this location. Warm lights everywhere, bohemian decor, music that didn't scream for attention, it just floated. My brother in law was performing there, and watching someone you know perform in a space like this feels very different and very personal. There's pride, obviously, but there's also this quiet stillness where you are just present. It didn't feel like a show you had to record, it felt like a moment you had to feel. After the performance, we stayed back, ordered food, sat with the group. And this is something I love deeply about traveling. Those conversations with people you just met. No introductions that matter, no social media context, just people talking about life, music, work, random thoughts, and random laughter. You don't remember exact words later, but you definitely remember the warmth. Garden of Dreams didn't feel like a place on Google Maps. It felt like a pause between life chapters. Later in the evening, we stepped out again. Not because we had plans, but because Goa nights gently pull you outside. We walked a lot, did some street shopping, looked at things we didn't really need, but eventually bought it, watched people pass by. Goa streets at night have a rhythm of their own. Nobody is in a hurry, but everyone is moving. And then came the second show of the night. We were headed to This Is It in Arambol.
Baby, 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 please. Won't you give me just a little?
And reality check, it was crowded, very crowded. The kind of crowd where you are excited but also aware of your personal space disappearing. So instead of forcing ourselves inside, we did something very Goa coded. We found a shack nearby. We ordered some food and sat comfortably. And here's the best part, we could still watch the show from there. And you might think why watching the show is very important, because my brother in law was performing there again. Same music, same energy, less chaos, but oh boy, it was such a beautiful experience. Sometimes plans not working out gives you something better, and this was one of those moments. After that, the night slowly started winding down. We took a beach walk, no cameras, no talking much, just the sound of waves, tired feet, and that calm that comes only when a day gives you exactly what you needed. Those night beach walks do something to your nervous system. They don't excite you, they settle you. And eventually, we headed back to the hotel. Day one ended not with exhaustion, but with contentment. I have been to Goa n number of times, but I haven't not really seen Goa or felt Goa like this. And that's what this trip was really about. Not doing more, not seeing more, just being present and absorbing every moment. This was only the first day. And honestly, if slowing down had a soundtrack, it would sound exactly like this night.
Just a little more.